Welcome to How to Grow Garden. I'm Scarlett. But what I'm doing is I'm digging in the bed. So I moved the onions from the line of onions that we're growing from last year. Onions take 9 to 10 months, so you really need to have a permanent place to grow them. And behind me over here is garlic. Let's see, can you guys see that? That row back there is the garlic. So I want to plant a row of onions next to the garlic because the garlic also takes about 9 to 10 months. It's really good to plant it in the fall and then harvest it pretty much in the fall of the next year, right? So I'm trying to move the onions over there so that I can spread out all the manure, which is everywhere. We brought in another truckload a few days ago, and I want that to be sprawled everywhere. And then I'm going to plant potatoes and a few things that can go in now that go directly into the ground. My greenhouse is not up. The windows are at the allotment, but the greenhouse isn't up. So that's a little complicated because I want to start my seeds. I'm not here every day, but I'll fix that. I'll figure out, I'll show you guys a way to start your seeds in a greenhouse where you can't go every day, but you still want them to be watered and keep going. But I can't do that until the greenhouse is started because where I'm living now, of course we left the old house, is a much smaller space, and I don't really have any windows like I did before, and I also don't want to get into setting up a huge greenhouse or growing room in the house because we won't be staying there very long either. It's this, like I said, there's a plan in a plan, and we're, working the plan. Okay, so at the garden, so I'm going to start my seeds here. So what I want to do is put most of the seeds into the ground. The tomatoes and stuff, I'll have to wait until the greenhouse is ready and I'll start them there, which is really unfortunate. I mean, I could start them like on top of the fridge and stuff in the house, but I still need a window. So it won't take about a week or 2 weeks, and then I'll need a window to really let them grow. And we still don't have strong enough, like we're still in, what are we in, middle of April, so the sun isn't strong enough yet for the tomatoes to be able to grow on a windowsill. I would need artificial lighting. So yeah, so this means that I might end up with tomatoes from in the second crop, so like later on in the season, but I will grow them in the greenhouse, so that'll be okay. The other option is to get tomato starts, and I'm thinking about that. That might be the best option. If I go to my nursery, I have a really great nursery. I get all kinds of other things there, but never vegetables. But I'll go there and maybe look around and see what they have and just get some starts. Because that way, now if you do that, it's a really great way to do it, because you can, if you have a reliable nursery, you can get something that that's like 4, 5, 6 weeks old, bring it home, harden it off, so bring it outside every day. First day in the shade, second day a little more sun, just for an hour in the first day, 2 or 3 hours second day, and by the end of the week, then I have a video on how to harden off, so check that out if you don't know how to do it, if you want to know more about it. So that way you can bring the seeds to your garden and just plop them right in, and things like tomatoes and peppers, zucchinis, squash I'm going to start in the ground. Squash and pumpkins, they don't like to be transplanted so much. I have done them before, most certainly in the house, but it's never really successful. I mean, it's better if you plant them directly into the ground. With a cold frame on top is even better. But things like tomatoes and peppers, I will maybe get as starts. That might be a better option. So yeah, that will break my rule. But what can you do? So what I'm doing right now is I'm cleaning up, and this is some of the stuff that's on the ground right now, left over. It's all, I don't know what you guys are looking at, but it's all here. There was a lot of it. The bed that I'm sitting on was for lettuce. That's right. So the bed I was sitting on, I grew lettuce here last year, and this is the remnants of the lettuce. And what I'm going to do with this, of course I don't have 2 hands because I forgot my tripod at home. Can you imagine? I'm coming here to film and work on the allotment, I forget my tripod. Jeez. So I'm just going to crush this without getting it in my eyes. I'm going to crush it up, and then I'm just going to drop it, and and leave it right there. And that's going to mix in with the straw and the manure, the compost, all that good stuff. Over here, I've got some new manure. New, meaning, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks old now. We went over and picked it up from my girlfriend's now. She collects it directly off her field. This is at her house. She has a few horses in her backyard. And they're only in the backyard for a few hours every day, but they still produce a good quantity of poop. So she collects that and puts it into her trailer. It sits in the trailer for about a week. Then I collect it and bring it over here, only in April and October. And here, I think it's sat again for another week or two. So, I mean, it's not at all decomposed. It needs a good 6-7 months to really heat up and break down. But, now let me give you a little tip here. And this video is probably going to get long, sorry about that. I do not always let it decompose before I put it in the ground. I know, that's crazy. People are going to scream at me like nuts. Okay, so go ahead, tell me what's wrong with that. Okay, no, don't tell me what's wrong with that. Just hold on a sec. So here's what I've done in the past. I dig a deep hole, and I lay the fresh manure into the hole. Then I put old manure maybe on top, or compost, things that I have built up, the soil. Anyway, I turn it all over, and then I plant into it. And I'm telling you, I have never had a problem. As long as you do it in layers, and the manure is either directly on top, underneath the straw, you put fresh straw on top of that, but not touching the plants, and only a thin layer, or it's well underneath. So let's say 2 feet down, I've got a huge pile of manure, and then on top of that, I put all the soil back, and then with compost, and I'll mix that in. And my plants are going to love it. I tell you, they love it. I have never had a problem where I can actually tell you that an entire crop has died, or plants just die in general because I grow plants in fresh manure. Horse manure, not cow manure. There are some manures that are really hot that will actually burn everything. Horse manure is one of those ones that's not exactly cold. It's not like bunny or bunny droppings or llama, for example, or possibly even sheep, but it is not like cow or chickens. But that's one of my golden tricks, is I'm putting the manure on top, and essentially I'm double digging it in, and then I'm putting the compost, mixing it all up, and then putting straw on top. Yeah, that'd be my garden update. Also, that I'm not taking away everything that I had growing here before, all these plants. And same thing with the zucchinis. The tomatoes I did remove just in case I had blight, or in case that might spread. I took them away completely. Same with the potato ends, like, you know, the dried bits and stuff. But the zucchinis, what else? Zucchinis, lettuce, Brussels sprouts, any of the brachis, onion bits, all that stuff I've just like chopped and dropped. But essentially it's like dried over the winter and then dropped. So that's what I got today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you are not into thumbs up and you want to give me a thumbs down, then just keep going, because I don't do the troll thing. Not into the troll thing. No, thank you very much. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. It is an honor to be part of your gardening experience. I truly, truly enjoy it. Let me know you're watching. Give me a comment. It's always awesome. And I will see you in the next episode. See you later.